Hi guys, this is Lauren from 235 Dates in Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Let me fix this a little. First of all, I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Thursday, so this is like Valentine's Day week. I have an introduction video if you're interested in watching it, but I will recap it for you newbies. My husband died about 7 years ago. I started dating about 6 years ago, and I've been on over 235 dates. My channel is about my dating experiences, the outcome of them with some advice, and tarot reading. Okay, I usually switch it up. Sometimes I do a story first, then the reading second. But this is what I will do. Whatever I do second, I will time stamp it for you, and it will be in the description below. So you could see both, or you could see one or the other, whatever you like. Okay, so let's start. So this story is, I've said this in prior videos. Listen, I'm not judgmental. Different strokes for different folks. I prefer men younger than me. Okay. I'm not into older men. I never have been. Although my husband was older than me. But anyway. But after him, no. Okay. So, my girlfriend knew this. And she was saying, Lauren, you've been on a lot of dates. Maybe you should try to date older men. So I said, you know what? Let me change my mindset. Maybe I should give it a try, and so on and so forth. So this gentleman who's older than me contacted me. Seemed very nice, quite handsome for an older gentleman. And we were talking for about a week and a half, and then he asked me out. And we ended up meeting at the restaurant. And on the phone and texting, it was fine. We were like going with the flow. Conversation was fine. And so we met up. We got there about more or less the same time. So that was good. And we started conversating. We ordered. I don't know if he was nervous, because I noticed he really couldn't look at me like straight in the face. I was kind of like, well, does he find me ugly, or does he like what? Because he really couldn't, like, he would look at me and then like look away and smile. And so I'm thinking maybe he was nervous. Okay. So we went on a date. Very nice gentleman, I'm not really much of a drinker, but for some reason that evening I wanted a glass of wine. So I had half a glass, because you know how they serve you nowadays. So I had my wine, and I ordered, I think it was just like a French onion soup. I love onion soup. So I had that, and that was about it. It started to snow, and he parked further from the entrance of the restaurant. And I guess I must have gotten there earlier than him, because I found parking right next to the entrance of the door. And it was really coming down. I noticed he didn't have any boots on or anything. So I told him, listen, I will walk you. I'm sorry. I'll drive you to your car so you don't have to walk. So he said, fine, got in my car. I drove him to his car. So I was like, okay, good night. Thank you, for everything. And he said, well, can't we chit-chat a little bit in the car? So I said, yeah, sure. But I said yes, but I was keeping an eye on the snow, because I know it was coming a little heavier. Anyway, so we talked for a little bit, and then I told him, listen, I live on a hill, and it looks like it's really coming down. And so I really want to get home before the snow gets any heavier. And he said, okay. And, he said, text me when you get home, and we'll talk later. I said, okay. So he went in for a kiss. Well, at least I thought he went in for a kiss. So when he went in, he grabbed my boobs. And then he says, I didn't see him. Listen. Can you not see these? You can't see these. You can't see these. He couldn't see them. That's what he told me. So I told him, listen, just because you bought wine and soup does not give you permission to fondle. So do me a favor. Get out my car. Get out my car. Get out my car. He saw the steam. So he said, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And off he went. I didn't text him or anything. He did text me and, apologized and said, I would really like to see you again. And I just text back, I got home safely. Thank you. That was it. I never spoke to him. He texted me a couple of times after that. And I think, posted like some new pictures. He was like, oh my God, you look so pretty, blah, 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 blah. But that was it for that. Because as far as I'm concerned, whether it was really, come on, how could you not see? My boobs get to the restaurant before I get to the restaurant. And you're telling me you didn't see them? Okay, but you know what? That's it. So that was that. As far as advice, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have driven him to his car. Maybe that was stupid of him. I'm sorry, of me. But, he was an older man. He was a nice guy. He took me to dinner. I really didn't see nothing of it. But maybe I shouldn't have. I was trying to be a nice person. And, that's what happened. But anyway, But no woman should be fondled against her will. When a woman says no, it's no. So that's my story. And my advice was, I really didn't think anything of it, but perhaps I shouldn't have driven him to his car. Perhaps that was my mistake. Okay. Now I only do that if it's a gentleman that I've dated several times, and, I tell him I'll drive you to your car, but I would never do that again. Okay. So that is my story, my outcome, and my advice. So now for the readings. Since it's Valentine's Day week, I wanted to do something different. And basically what I did is I did separate cards. I did 4 cards for the men, 4 cards for the woman. I'm using my oracle cards, Moonology, 1 for male, 1 for female, and a centered card, just to see where we're at, okay? So I'm going to start with the males, okay? So, and like I said, and this is all keeping in mind that it's Valentine's Day on the 14th. So the first card is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So he feels like he's at a loss. I don't know not why. Maybe he's broke. Maybe you guys had a fight. Maybe something's going on, but he feels at a loss, okay? But the next card, you saw how that flew out? No, maybe you didn't see it. The next card, readers read this card differently. For me, as a reader, when this card pops up, this is God. This is the divine, okay? That's guiding this. That is in, in divine timing. Okay, when this card pops up for me, that's what people read it differently. Like, oh, it's a marriage. No. For me, that is God, the divine, and divine timing. Okay. Funny thing is, the next card is the moon card. The moon card, for this particular moon card, the moon card is darkness, is secrets, stuff like that. But this particular moon card has a woman. But, these cards are not gender specific. We should not be fixated on the gender of the card. Could be male, could be female. Oh, and I forgot, this is not going to resonate with everyone. This is for the general collective. So, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't try to fit it in. So, with this particular card, okay, can you see it good? The woman, and there's a dog at her feet, is looking like forward, sideways, and sideways. It's almost as if he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do, and there may be a possibility that there's secrets that he hasn't told you. Okay? Now, next card is a Page of Wands. A Page of Wands is a message. It's a fire sign. Okay? So, I'm not one to get big on this is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because it could be the energy of, and it could be any sign. But the message of this card is there's a message coming. Okay? A page moves slowly. Okay? So also, to me, this feels like he's either younger than you or he may be a bit immature. Okay? So as far as the males, so he's feeling there's a loss. Okay? Whether it's money, whether it's his relationship with you. Okay? The next one's the Hierophant. This is God. God's intervening in this divine timing. Maybe God's telling him that, you know what, fess up and tell her the truth before things get, because now your head's all over the place. You don't know what to do. You're confused. Okay? And then the next one is the Page of Wands, which means he's coming with a message. This is the thing. It's a page. So he's kind of immature. But let's see what happens. Okay? So, now, I'm going to do the female next. The female is the Ace of Cups. Okay? New beginning, love. Okay? There's not a better card regarding love. I mean, look at that cup. And this woman actually looks like Venus coming out the water. Okay? The next is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, to me, either you're holding on very tightly to your divine masculine, or he's holding on very tightly to you. You know, it could be if he's feeling lost, he wants to hold on to you. He just doesn't know what to do. He's confused. Okay. Next one is the Ace of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Swords is a strong woman. Okay. And swords, you know, the Ace of Swords are air signs. Air signs are a little faster, okay? It's fast moving, but the Ace of Swords are air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And these are like no nonsense. The females that are air signs, we don't put up with a lot of BS. We really don't, okay? So that's that. But this is what's weird. Your last card, actually, I took out 4, but 1 slipped out and I took it. So, this one is 5 of Swords. This particular card to me means deceit. Actually, now that I notice, this card came in reversed. I know a lot of people don't read reverse cards, but I do. This came in reverse. So to me, in the reverse is that if he was lying and being deceitful before to you, he may not be anymore. And maybe that's why. And he's being divinely guided. Stop with your lies. Tell her the truth. And let's go bring her the message. But remember, this is immature and this is not fast moving. It's not like it's a king. So this came in reverse. But you know what also came in reverse is the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands upright is fast moving motion. Have you ever seen dolphins swim? Those babies take off. Anyway, but it came in reverse. So he's going to come in slow moving because he knows he's being deceitful and he knows he has to stop. So it's kind of funny how this came out in the female. And you know what? Us females are intuitive regardless. Okay? Usually we're like, I'm being kind, saying 3 steps ahead, but we're more than that. We're into, so you may know he's lying about something. You may not know about what, but you know he's lying. So, that's the card for the female. Now, in the center, I got a 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands, again, the Hierophant in the back, divinely guided. Looks to me like he has to take a path, and you have to take a path. So he has to decide what he's going to do, and you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. But this is divinely guided. Okay? So that's that. So that's the reading for the male. This is the reading for the female. This is the card in the middle that you're sharing. Now, I pulled oracle cards. And this is what's really weird. So for the male, I got here full moon in Virgo. Okay, that's what they look like. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Okay? Maybe he feels he's at a loss because maybe he thinks that he's not good enough for you. You know, especially if it's Valentine and he's broke. Okay? So maybe he feels he's not good enough for you, and how am I going to tell her? How, you know, without a doubt, he's confused. The Hierophant here is pushing him to, like, you know, just talk to her, send her a message, say, you know, whatever. Okay? But that's what I got for the males. You are good enough. But this is what's weird. Look at what I got for the female. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. This is for the female. But this is what I'm observing. In the you are good enough, there's a woman in the front. Now, and for what the female got, it says, don't let pride get in the way. There's a lion in the front. To me, when I see a lion, it's Leo, and I know women are Leos too, but I get the feeling that this card was meant for the males. Kind of saying that don't let pride get in your way. You know, to me, when pride is mentioned, that's ego. That's male ego. And it kind of connects. Because if he doesn't know what to do, he's been lying, he's broke, it's Valentine coming. You know, his ego and pride is getting the best of him. And you know, with a lot of readers, we all say the same thing, that all these cards could be exchanged. So I actually think that this Leo card was meant for the male, even though it turned out in the female. And this was for the female, only because there's a woman in the front, and it says, you are good enough. So it's letting you females know that regardless of what's going on, you are good enough. Okay? If you're not good enough for him, then you're good enough for someone else. And forget about the them. Be good enough to you. Be good to yourself. If you're single, if you're married, if you're having problems with your husband, if you're on the twin flame journey and you're separated, whatever the case may be, Valentine is about love and relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, a man and a woman. It could be your son, your daughter. You know, it's love. Love is love, period. Okay? And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you need to love yourself first. Male and female. Love your first. How can you offer your love when you don't even love yourself? When you're lost, you don't know what to do. You need to find yourself, love yourself. Once you love yourself and you recognize that, then the love comes to you and you can share the love openly. But Whoever doesn't have a partner, whatever the case may be, listen, go out with your friends. Go have a nice time. Go out to dinner. Or you're broke, order something yummy that you really like, that you really enjoy, that's going to make you happy. You know? Listen, I'm always dieting, but Valentine's Day is coming, and I love apples. Like, I really love apples. And look what I bought myself. A chocolate covered apples. You know I read the calories on it. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? It's not bad. The whole apple's 300 calories. Oh, I can do this. But no, I'm going to behave. I'm going to cut it in 4, okay? And then Monday, no, I'll probably cut it more to last me the whole week. I could cut it in 5 and have a piece. But love yourself. Even whatever, you know, if a cheeseburger makes you happy, buy yourself a cheeseburger. Happy Valentine to you with a glass of wine. I think you guys get the drift. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? So, guys, I love you very, very much. Thank you for tuning in. Please, please hit like, subscribe, and notification bell. I am open for readings. I have the email address below. I have different choices there. Also, I have a donate feature if you like to donate to my channel to keep it alive. Okay? But other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful week. A beautiful Valentine's Day. Okay? Stay positive. Oh, and I just wanted to mention this. I had a Valentine's Day yesterday. Oh my God. I had such a nice time. The food was great. We watched a great movie. I have no complaints. So, you know who you are. So, firemen, thank you for a great evening. Happy Valentine. Guys, stay positive. Drink your water. Be thankful. I never know if you guys can see this or not. And from my lips to the divine seers. Okay? Bye-bye.